Hi, this is Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas. So today we are going to go over some basics. Now, I've already cut and weeded my design and masked it, but this is more to kind of go over what tools that you need when you're just starting off for adhesive vinyl. Now, there are certain things that I think you need. You don't have to have every single one, but I think that it helps. Now, first things first is you'll need your vinyl, which for most of my projects I use Oracal 651. I love Oracal. It's professional sign grade vinyl. I've used it for many, many years. 2, squeegee. And there are a couple of different kinds. And it depends on what type of project that you're doing is what you're going to need. Now, there's a felt edge squeegee, which if you're squeegeeing over your letters or on a print, this keeps you from getting scratches in your vinyl. This is just your basic standard everyday squeegee. And again, it just depends on what type of project you're doing. Another thing you'll need is your pick. This is my favorite. It is so easy to use. It's shaped like a pencil, so when you go to weed, it works really well. Another thing you will definitely need, scissors. I use it to trim off my excess vinyl so I don't waste as much, which everybody thinks I waste a ton anyway, but it's great for those. Another thing you will need is a ruler. So that way you can measure out your substrate so you know how big to make your design. Denatured alcohol to clean off any oils or fingerprints that are left on your substrate so that way your vinyl makes a good adhesion. Transfer tape, I think I said that, but I'm not sure. Anyways, transfer tape is your best friend and you can reuse this. This piece is what I used whenever I did the bottom layer. Now, if you'll notice on my design, which this is an SVG that is available on our website, and any purchase that you make on our website between now and May the 4th gives you extra entries into the scrap box drawing. Now, if you can kind of see, if you look up to the light, you can see that I'm lining my registration marks up with my corner of my board. So that way I know it is lined up. So, we'll go ahead and do the same thing on this side. There we go. It's wanting to wrinkle on me. So, there we go. So I have my marks lined up with the top corners of my board, which don't worry if you don't have your marks masked over because you're not going to keep those on there anyway. So I've got that on there and it's lined up with the top. As you can see, these are lined up pretty well with the corners. See when you move your paper back? Same thing on that side. So that's how you know it's straight. So it makes it a whole lot easier to do it this way. So we'll go ahead and remove our paper backing, which, as I said, it doesn't matter if your registration marks come off, because once you've got it lined up, you don't need them anymore. And that's one less thing you have to remove in the end. So, and I'm working this down slowly because this font that is up at the top is pretty thin, but it's nice to be able to do some of the trickier vinyl work and see that you can do it. You can cut a lot of little things with your silhouette and also with your Cricut. Now, this is application fluid. I love application fluid because it gives you that wiggle room and it also helps you keep from getting bubbles in your design. So I just sprayed the back of it and we'll squeegee it down. And it takes no effort at all. Paper towels, another thing that you need. So that way you can dry your surface. Paper towels are always good to have. They're handy. So As you can see, once it's on there, it removes nice and cleanly. Let me grab the back off because it will want to fold up on me and it'll go faster if I lift that first. There we go. And now if you take and look, you've got the same distance from that edge of that pink to over there. So we have it nice and lined up. Even the little letters like to stay. So as you can see, it goes on pretty easy, not hard. But it's good to have the right tools for the job from the beginning. So those are the tools I recommend. So again, we will go back over this. Application fluid for doing the wet method. Keeps you from getting bubbles and it gives you wiggle room so it doesn't stick right away. So that's one thing. Paper towels, most people keep them in their house all the time anyway. Ruler, transfer tape, denatured alcohol. Denatured alcohol, the reason why I recommend this over regular alcohol is this is made for cups and signs and that type of thing. Isopropyl alcohol is made for skin. Also recommend, I don't think I said this earlier, this is a breakaway blade. So what this is good for is if you're going to weed your design and your plotter decided not to cut all the way through, you can take and use this to slice that off so that way you didn't waste that whole piece of vinyl. Squeegees, felt and regular. Scissors. These came from Walmart. I like titanium scissors. They're easier to clean and the adhesive is easier to wipe off of it and it makes it cut better. And last but not least, your pick. This is your best friend. Find a pick that you like and you will be able to do whatever you want with it. So remember, go ahead and hit subscribe and go ahead and like or comment on this video if you want to find out more information. You can check us out on Facebook. We have another scrap box drawing on May the 4th. So remember, all purchases made between now and May the 4th, one per day, adds extra entries into the scrap box drawing. If you're subscribed on YouTube, you get an automatic entry. And if you go and like and share our Facebook page, you get an extra entry. If you've already liked it, just share it. It still counts. Thanks, and y'all have a great day.